What are you thinking when it comes to this visit by the U.S. Commerce Secretary? What kind of tone do you expect her to strike? And she already started with some pretty tough talk when it comes to national security.
Yeah, Frank, well, this trip is important. It's likely going to be the last high-level cabinet visit before a potential Xi-Biden meeting on the margins of the San Francisco APEC Leaders Summit in November. So it's pretty significant in that respect. But to your point, Secretary Raimondo has a difficult job here. On the one hand, she really needs to make sure, as you point out, that she states that national security is sacrosanct and that she is prepared, the rest of the Biden administration is prepared to do whatever it takes to protect national security. But she also has to try to rebuild habits of cooperation, which you're seeing here with some of the meetings that she's having. And then one thing that I think is very important here, Frank, is her meeting with U.S. businesses operating in China. They faced a withering environment over the last 3 years, and she would like to be able to meet with them and discuss with her Chinese counterparts improving the operating environment for some of those businesses, which the Chinese claim they want to do for themselves. But
Right.
I don't think there's going to be any great breakthroughs here, Frank. This is really about establishing habits of cooperation again.
Right. Is it also about pivoting away from even just the theme of decoupling or de-risking, however you describe it? The idea is just to strengthen ties and say that, hey, we do want to work together, but with some restrictions and some barriers when it comes to things like chips?
Yeah, I think de-risking sort of is the underpinning of all of the meetings that U.S. officials are having. But
Really?
she is clearly trying to state other things in the relationship, cooperation in areas where she thinks this cooperation can happen. Not, of course, as you state, in some of the emerging and high-tech technology sectors, but there are other places that she's mentioned, travel and leisure. So that's the goal here, is to try and walk this tightrope between de-risking but also cooperating.
All right. So you mentioned there's a bit of a tightrope. So do the issues with the Chinese economy, do those come up in these conversations? For example, the property sector, is that something that she touches with them?
I don't think she touches this. This is a Chinese problem. I think to the degree that there is potential contagion for the U.S. and global markets, you might hear her reference this, but this is largely a domestic problem that's going to need to be dealt with by Chinese leadership.
What about some of the different, I guess, dynamics when it comes to Europe trying to strengthen its relationship with China while we have kind of a tenuous relationship with China? Does some of that come up just as far as, you know, the U.S. basically versus Europe as a trade partner and also as an ally?
Well, you raise an interesting point here, because some of this de-risking that we're seeing and the thaw that's happening is how do you square the U.S. desire to really compete and protect national security with alliance management? So a lot of our European allies were not comfortable with the early part of the year and how this relationship was going. And so some of what you're seeing is also trying to appease allies in Europe, some of our allies in Southeast Asia who wanted to see more cooperation, less competition. So I don't think this will come up, but it certainly helps to flavor the Biden administration's recent posture around China.